Alright, so now that you know what a getter is, let's implement one. In the previous lectures, we added a cart total property within the store and set it to 0 initially. We updated this property within the product list and view_product components when adding a product to the cart. But instead of having that logic in various components, wouldn't we be better off performing that calculation within the store itself? That would also centralize the logic, meaning that the calculation would only take place in one place instead of two, which therefore increases the maintainability of the code. Sounds like a good deal, so let's do that. First, we can just delete the cart total property within the state object. As for the getter, we'll add that within an object named getters. So let's add that. Each getter of course has a name and a function as its value. This function takes the store state as its first argument, meaning that we can use that for accessing any data within the store that we might need. So the name will be cart total, and it will take a state argument, and I'm using an ESX arrow function here. And within this getter, I'll initialize a local variable to 0. Then I can use the states parameter to access the cart.items property, because the state object equals the one you see just above. And then I'll iterate on this array with the for each method and pass a callback function which takes the current item as a parameter or argument. And then I'll increase the total variable by the product's price on the cart item multiplied by the cart item's quantity, and then return the total. Now that we have a getter at our disposal, we need to update some code. First, we can now go ahead and remove the cart total computer properties from the product list and view_product components. So let's do that first for the product list component, and likewise for the view_product component. Also, we no longer need the line within the add product to cart methods that updates the store state. So let's remove that as well. So this one, and for the other components as well, this line. Finally, we need to actually access the getter that we implemented a moment ago. We actually have a computer property for accessing the states within the app component, so all we need to do is to slightly modify that. So this computer property right here, let's just remove it and type it out again. Return this.$store, and instead of accessing the states object, I'll access the getters object on which we have a cart total method. And instead of invoking it as a method, I'm just using it as a property. And time to check out if it works. And it doesn't. So let me just check that I implemented the getter correctly. Seems like I added an S here that shouldn't be there. So let's try again. And that looks better. Let's repeat the same test from within the product details. So that looks good. Awesome, so everything works. We now moved the logic of calculating the cart total out of multiple components and instead centralized it within the store. We still have some code duplication going on in our code, but that was a small step on the way to better code.